Hey everybody, I want to do a video on a few plants that are incredibly tough for cold climates that remain evergreen. This is a viburnum. It's called Prague viburnum, and just one tough plant. I mean, this thing's it's been completely unprotected, still evergreen. A little bit of burning in areas, but not much at all. Looking really good, and this thing went through minus 21 Celsius the other night, which is about minus 3 Fahrenheit, and looking pretty good. Flower buds are undamaged, and very, very minor leaf damage. And yeah, so if you want a tough evergreen, broadleaf evergreen, this is definitely a great choice. I'm gonna just pause this, bear with me. I'll show you a few other plants that I did not cover up. This here is a Cryptomeria japonica. The cultivar is Yoshimo, and again, did pretty damn good. Zero protection, completely exposed to the wind and elements. Maybe just the minor burn down there and in there, but who knows? That could have been from even before. I can't recall. But one tough plant. Again, saw minus 21 C. Minus 3 Fahrenheit. Went through with flying colors. This here is Skimmia japonica, or a Japanese Skimmia. Nice broadleaf evergreen. Always comes through nice. Far hardier than most people give it credit for. I usually have zero damage on this, and it goes through some pretty rough winters. I recently in spring actually picked up a different variety or cultivar of the Japanese Skimmia. These are actually white berries that they produce. But again, a really cool plant that's not used a lot in the landscape, and really should be. Here's my sweet bay magnolia. Cultivar is Ned's Northern Belle. Definitely some damage on the leaves, but very unprotected, exposed to all horrible forms of winter wind, and still nice to see green leaves, broadleaf leaves on trees like this. So pretty cool. Zero stem damage. It's probably the most hardy sweet bay magnolia you can purchase on the market currently. So pretty cool. Doesn't get enough sun though, unfortunately, where I have it. And the soil is certainly not as acidic as it would like, but let's see what happens in the years to come. So all my bamboo's leaves this year have been fried. Completely exposed to the winter elements. The stems are all good. This is a non-clumping bamboo. I totally forget the cultivar, so I'm not going to try. But unfortunately, the leaves were fine on one last year, but not this winter. So unfortunately, even my clumping bamboo, which is right up against the house, the leaves got fried. However, stems are completely undamaged and nice and green, at least the larger stems. And they'll be just fine. They'll just shed their leaves and shoot new ones in the springtime. But cultivar is a Scabrina, I think. It's a Fargesia clumping bamboo. Last winter was completely evergreen for me, and it was actually planted in almost fall, so you can really tell the difference between the two winters we've had. Over here is a Cryptomeria cultivar. It's just a nana or a dwarf. Never have to worry about if you have a Cryptomeria that has really tight foliage like that, you never ever have to worry about it unless you live in zone 4. This thing's probably hardy to zone 5A, and the browning there is the natural winter colorization that it takes on, not to mention a lot of Cryptomerias do, but that's perfectly healthy. And over here, I may be cheating a little bit because I did protect it, but only for a few nights, especially during it was minus 21 C. That's another cryptomeria called spirals. 0 damage. And here I have my needle palm, which I'm not going to take out yet. And my copper talica magnolia, along with the sable minor back there. This is the English cherry laurel. Definitely some leaf burn, but a lot of the leaves look just fine. I love that dark foliage on these plants. But overall, the plant itself is completely fine. It'll just drop those burn leaves and spread out new ones in the spring. As you can see, it's really windy today. So, yeah, that's it for some of these plants I have that are borderline. It's been a cold winter. I'm really hoping that there's nothing crazy in the forecast, but it's still going to be consistently cold with like daytime highs of like -3, -2 Celsius, and even night lows of like -10 Celsius. So kind of sucks. I was really hoping we'd have some major thaws, but what are you gonna do? I do live in southern Ontario. It's still Canada. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good winter and having some good success. Take care.